and gentlemen, Brian motherfucking Moses!
Battle. Professional. I'm a professional. I am a professional. You just saw some professional comedians, some not so much. Make it loud for everybody you just saw, please. Verbal violence. Yeah, I'm going to keep going with that intro. This is that podcast where we talk about the roast battle. Coach T, how are you?
I'm well. I'm trying to figure it out today.
I feel you. You got hard outs.
Yeah, I got some shit going on.
All right. Pat Barker.
What's up, guys?
You going to speak this episode?
I don't know. Coach has a hard out. I don't want to waste any time.
Anyway, guest today, Brent Erickson.
Hi, guys.
Live in the studio with this arm sleeve tattoo, an Xbox soccer jersey.
It's an honor to be here.
I mean, you seem a little perturbed because we're 40 minutes behind yours.
No. I was just joking about all of that. I don't give a shit. What do I have to do?
Yep.
We're not judging you.
The only thing I have to do today, truly, is I have to get back to the West Hollywood Farmers Market before 2 p.m.
We'll get you there.
So that's all. Other than that, if I can get my pasture-raised eggs, I'll be good.
All right. What else are you going to get?
I usually get some a nice Jewish sourdough loaf.
What's her name? Am I right? Come on. Anybody? This thing.
Christ.
Oh damn. What's Brett Erickson?
What's Brett Erickson?
Yeah, man.
It sounds like a phone.
No, it's a white man.
Yeah, you don't got white man vibe though.
Oh, you're welcome.
Is that another compliment?
I don't know if it's a compliment. I think white people are great, man.
Yeah, good.
All of them, even the ones who don't vibe like white people.
But he doesn't think you're white. He knows Pat is. He's not saying
when we say white people, I don't think we're thinking about you.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. Now get back in the field.
You gave Pat some good fathering tips before we started recording. You said he should leave now?
He said he had. I have adult children, and he asked me for advice with his 8-month-old, and I said, take off. Go for cigarettes.
Old school. Yeah. Go for, you haven't smoke, Pat.
Yeah.
But go for them.
Throw on a Bruce Springsteen album and just take off.
Just born to run and get the fuck out.
Whiter than that.
Yeah.
Whiter than that.
B, I've known you for a long time, or long enough. I mean, a few years, whatever. And you got into roast battle. Who cares about that? Where'd you start?
I started doing comedy in Peoria, Illinois.
Hey, birthplace of Richard Pryor.
Yep, and hometown of Sam Kinison as well.
Yes, and Sean Livingston.
Absolute fact. I was a morning radio DJ in Peoria.
You're great. That's
my dream job.
Yeah, it was mine too until they stopped doing that. and then I started doing comedy.
Okay.
Natural transition. So you're born in Peoria.
I wasn't born in Peoria. I was born in a little bitty town outside of Peoria, even smaller than Peoria.
Okay, where?
A little town called Walnut. 1,000 people, no stoplights.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been there.
No black people.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds great.
No Jewish people. We had Methodists and Lutherans. So
all white.
There was a lot of conflict.
Yeah, a lot of Hatfields McCoys. Yeah, I get that. All right.
It was a nice little small town upbringing, you know.
And who are your parents? Like, what do they do?
My dad works. They're both retired now. My dad worked construction, and my mom was a nurse.
Nice. And you guys are they immigrants? You guys are just generations here? Are there roots?
Generations here, I think. My mom's from Chicago. My dad grew up in the same small town I did.
Oh shit!
Yeah. It was very. It was idyllic. You know what I mean? Like I loved my little town. I wouldn't want to still live there, but
right.
I liked growing up. I have happy memories of it. You know, I like going back for, like, Walnut does a once a year, like, beer garden town celebration thing where the Walnut JCs throw a party in the town shelter, like that kind of shit. I love that shit.
Okay.
So when do you get married?
I got married right out of college.
Really? Where'd you go?
I went to a college I went to Northeast Missouri State.
Woo!
Yeah.
Prairie Dogs.
And it might as well be. They changed the name of my college to Truman State.
Oh, shit.
After I left, which is a really good sign you went to a good school, because most of your best colleges change their names. So I met a girl in college. We got married. We had some kids, and then we kind of both realized maybe we shouldn't be married to each other.
Next battle. I'm very excited about this next battle. There's a birthday boy battling in this one. And there's another virgin battling in this one. Let's bring up the virgin first. Met this guy a little bit ago. Very funny dude. Please make it up for David Yates. David. Yes. Yeah.
Hey.
Coach, nothing for this guy? No music?
Nope.
You don't even like this guy. All right.
Don't need it.
Yeah, nobody likes you, bro.
You look like a retired softball player.
Dave, where are you from? How do you know Brent Erickson?
Peoria, Illinois.
Hey, the birthplace of Richard Pryor. Make a laugh for that.
Yeah.
Nice. A lot of whorehouses.
Yeah, a lot of whorehouses, and Brett was the house MC at my home club.
Nice. So why you battling him?
Because he asked me to.
Fuck yeah. You guys are bad at improv. All right. Let's bring up this next guy. I know this cat personally. He's very funny. He tours with Doug Stanhope. It's his fucking birthday, man. Make a laugh for Brent Erickson.
It doesn't matter that it's my birthday. I'm not fucking 9. I don't care.
No, you're not
Fucking
9.
grown-up.
You are. I'm not gonna tell.
It doesn't matter.
That's suicide
Just
in
a
Hollywood.
number.
You want to
Just
tell
a
him?
number.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I'm 50. You fucking wish you looked as good at me when you were 50. 50.
Happy fucking birthday.
Thanks, Brian.
It's your second battle. You're battling David. Why are you battling David?
Because Dave is sober and happy, and I can't fucking have that.
That's how you do it.
It pisses me off.
It should. It really should. Hey, Firing Squad, who you like in this one?
Wake up, Jeff.
I got preoccupied with my friends coming in, but you know what? I don't know. I feel like
Brilliant analysis.
I like this guy with the beard. I like Mike Lawrence if he found a healthy lifestyle.
That's you, Dave, yeah. Mike, who do you like in this?
I mean, these both look like history teachers that go off into flashbacks.
Not from the war, from when they went backpacking.
Backpacking in Vietnam. That's a terrible movie.
Great,
All right.
It's a great. Hi, Jamar.
Thank you, all nigga wave.
It's a great.
I mean, they both look like they're fighting to be the most fun guy in an AA meeting.
And losing.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. It's 1 round, it's 3 jokes. Who wants it first?
I'll go first.
It's your birthday, baby. You ready for this?
Yep. Let's
Are
do
you
this.
ready for this? Let's roast!
Dave sells his own hot sauce after his shows, which is good. Not the hot sauce, the fact that he's already implementing his backup plan.
That's me. It's good-ass hot sauce. Brett has a drinking problem. The problem is you can't drink away failure.
Ooh. Still trying. Dave has been sober for 5 years and he still does comedy. It surprises me with all that clarity. You don't realize you suck.
Brett and his son eat LSD together because it's the only time either of them can believe he's a good father. And the only time he can afford to feed the kid.
Oh, that's 2. Everything okay over there?
It was 1.5.
Dave gets 2 applause breaks every set. When he announces he's sober and when he announces he's done.
if you know this, but Stanhope helped Brett's wife get a job here. I just want to know how many more times he's got to watch him fuck her before he gets past here.
As many as it takes.
Hey! Whoa! Man! That's how you roast battle. Make it loud for Dave and Brent. That was fun. That was a dance. That's what that was. That was a very personal dance that just happened. Who do you like in
really
this one?
Fun. By the way, super hilarious for both of you. Give these guys a round of applause. Dan and Brett.
Yes. Yes.
Brett, you made a choice to be on the offense tonight. You came at me. You came at your opponent. I do think you bounced back. Brett, you had some. Dan, you had some great moments, but I thought Brett, your jokes were fine, but your presence, you killed it tonight, man.
Thank you.
And by the way, I know it's your birthday. It was my birthday this week. I bought a cheesecake if you want a piece.
Oh, that's sweet.
You won the room, Jeff. All right. We can't vote for cheesecake in this battle. It's these two are Haiti, goddammit. All right, go ahead, Mike.
I mean, Brett looks like Butthead right after he buried Beavis.
I was going to wear a shitty t-shirt with a comic book character on it, but then I remembered that I wasn't 13.
Yeah.
Girl. That's some birthday shade, okay?
Yes, feature, you may insult the headliner. Now,
Jesus.
Now here's the thing. David, you were like a self-righteous douchebag, but Brett, you were a self-aware dirtbag. And that is so much more fucking charming. You would say, like, you're a shitty person, and then Brett would be like, yeah, I am, and I'm okay with it, because I didn't think I'd live to be 50.
That is a fact.
That is a
I have no plan going forward from here.
So I would give it to Brett. You fucking owned his shit. You owned his shit, and then your stuff was better also. So by all means, you, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, and
Let's all look at that cheesecake real quick. That thing looks tasty. Fuck. It's a good looking cheesecake. Hey, let's vote. Hey, do you like David Yates? I thought he was great. I'll be honest. I thought David, the first time, it was pretty good. Brent Erickson. It's only right. It's his birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, Brent Erickson! Hug each other.
So but let me just say this. I was married for 10 years and divorced. The girl I'm with now, I've been with for over 15 years.
Yeah.
And we're not married. So and we're going to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because my argument was, and part of the reason when you ask what happened, like my ex was really religious, and when I met her
Sounds like a dog.
when I met her in college, she was on her rebellion from religion stage, and then once that was over, she went right back to being.
We had to raise the kids.
Yeah, well, she got into like the focus on the family and the far right Christian. Like,
Really?
So you
Yeah.
bought a product that was not as advertised.
and so did she. Like she thought I was probably the same. Like that my, doing
guys didn't know each
drugs
other at
and
all.
partying was like a thing I was going to do in college, and I would stop. And then once I got out of college, I was like, no, we're going to continue on. Yeah. And she's like, no, I don't think we are. So, but one of the things, we went through all this counseling and everything, and one of the things she said to the counselor was that she would never get a divorce from me because she made a promise to Jesus that she would not get a divorce. And I said, well, now you've ruined it, because now I'll never know if you're staying because you want to stay or if because you've made this
Promise, right? Like that. Now you're a hostage.
Right. So with my new gal pal, not being married and staying with someone is now a true thing to me because now she's free to go at any point.
Right.
So if she doesn't go, then she must be staying because she wants to stay, and that's the foundation. Right?
I 100% get that.
Totally,
And I explain that to people who are like, how the fuck, why don't you put a ring on her face? Like, no. We're not doing it that way. Plus, it's a lot cheaper.
Damn right.
Yes, Brian.
Dive in, Coach.
Well, I like the part where you guys were like Fox News supporters on a vacation, and when it all got back, you're like, we're still fuck the niggers, right? Like, no. Like, I really, you're like, no. I like that part. There's nothing wrong. Listen, there's nothing wrong. Like, you guys can't see this dude, but there's no part of him that says conformist. So it's like, like that makes sense. So there's no reason to preach conformity, but at the same time, the part that I'm hammering people on, he's stuck around. He took care of his business as far as with his kids. That shit where people think they can just keep throwing their penis everywhere and littering the world with children, and they get surprised when these people have no guidance and they fucking murder communities. I'm all the way over that. And a good solution for that is often marriage. But if you can stay committed and you could stick around for your kids, then who gives a shit?
Exactly.
And so he checks those boxes. So I'm not against him on that. There's no part of you that seems like,
it didn't seem, even though I got divorced, it never seemed like a choice to stay. It always seemed obvious that I was going to remain in the town, just going to be living across town in a different house. It was like people give me credit for that, and I always feel weird about accepting that credit because it just didn't seem like all right.
I should raise my kids. Yeah.
So just because I'm curious, because you say that you had to really rescue your kids from the religious pressure your wife put on her, or ex-wife. What kind of things was she talking about that made you really turned you off?
He loves this shit, brother.
I'm just curious.
It's all good. I don't mind. She's actually come around over the years back to what I consider more quote normal. But she and her family are very much Fox News, right wing. Liberals are evil. Christian, like
Jews are
we
bad.
used to fight about that. My ex would be listening to Focus on the Family Radio and sending money to Tony Perkins, I think the guy's name is, who runs the Family Research Council,
that's hard.
and all that shit. And I was like, no. So it's not like it was never about like the kindness of religion or the Christ. It wasn't about being Christ-like. That's for sure. It was about being in the group that was right, and like they're still very much a Obama like her parents who are still alive believe Obama wasn't born in this country, and like that whole thing. And I just couldn't fucking take it anymore. I was the one person in that whole side of the family who was like, wait a fucking minute. Hold on. This is bullshit. And it she chose them. You know what I mean? Like she
family,
went that side, and she very much I know that she very much at the time felt like she didn't have a choice either. Like I still think she thinks this some, but like if she chose me, then she was going to go to hell. Right. You know what I mean? Like, she had to make a decision, and she thought the decision she was making was best for her kids because she wants them to go to heaven.
Right.
So, it became a thing.
That's interesting,
she was kind of fucked, too.
That sounds like a perversion of what I've learned to understand.
It is. It absolutely is. And that was a thing we discussed at length a lot.
All right. Hey, this next battle I'm excited about. First guy I'm bringing to the stage. He casts things. He's a comic. He's from Boston. I love this cat to death. Make it loud for... Brent Duncan. So many names. What up? I almost said Brett Erickson. Sorry. I love Brett too, though.
Find out the difference.
I know. We're about to find out the difference. Brent, welcome back.
Thank you.
Who called who out in this battle?
Jay Like on touch.
Okay.
I thought Brett seems like a really good guy, and I've never battled a 50-year-old divorcee before, so it's ripe. Let's try.
This feels good. Love this cat. This guy tours with Doug Stanhope. We're a big fan of his here. Please make a laugh for Brent Erickson. Brent, meet Brett. Brett, meet Brent.
How you doing, Brent?
Nice. All right. What do you think about this battle happening right now?
I've always wanted to know the answer to the question, what would happen if the spokesman of Zoloft battled the spokesman of Zimbalta? And I think we're going to get the answer tonight. I don't know. They're two white people. What the fuck you want from me?
What? All right, we already know why you guys battle, right?
It's a Silver Lake PTA meeting, for Christ's sake.
Firing Squad, who we like in this battle? Brett or Brent?
They both look like disgraced minor league baseball players.
I see that.
The last time I saw Brent, he was really fucking awesome. So I'm gonna say Brent. Yeah.
Which one's which? This one's Brent?
This is Brent. Yeah, the younger one's Brent. Yes, this is Brent.
So Brent's the guy who looks like a werewolf fucked a vampire?
It's actually a good look, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I know.
We're out of steam here. Let's. It's one round. It's 3 jokes. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right. Age before Brent. Let's do this thing. 1 round, 3 jokes. Brent, let's roast.
Brent's girlfriend is divorced and has a kid, so don't worry about tonight. He's used to sloppy seconds.
Funny you should say that. Brett has 3 eyeball tattoos on his arm, which makes a grand total of 5 eyes never watching his children grow up.
Solid. As a reality show casting director, Brent sees a lot of talentless wannabes, which he's used to because he also has a mirror.
Brett's a 50-year-old vegan who can't afford a car, so that means Brett can't eat meat, dairy, or pussy.
You're right, Brent. I am 50 and in comedy, something you won't have to worry about.
Brett, you're actually kind of fit because every day he tries to work on those 10,000 steps towards running away from his family.
Oh, is that too real? Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Brent has been called the next Louis C.K., not because he masturbates in front of women, because he's a comedian from Boston with no career.
It's getting sad up in here.
Brett moved far away from his family and kids when his daughter graduated high school, or as he calls it, out of her prime.
I think that's 3, right? Yeah. Hey, Brent.
Good job.
All right. Saudi, what happened up here?
What happened up here is what happens when someone's bomb blows up before they get to their target. It was not fun to watch and sad for everyone involved.
It's a good analysis. That's strong analysis.
It really was. There should be a building on the ground right now. Instead, I'm down a car. I was watching this the whole time, feeling like I was watching the guy that came home from a Vietnam movie against the guy who came home from a Gulf War movie, and I couldn't figure out which was sadder. I feel like that's too close to home for me.
It really is, actually. All right, Fire Squad, who do we like in this one?
Oh, man. Jeez. There were a lot of weird moments. I don't think all what? I'm serious. I don't think all the jokes were bad. Look, this is tough, guys. This is a tough situation.
You could give him advice, too. You know, you were a very early roast battler, Ben.
Yeah, it's terrifying. I would say get out of reality casting. That's the lowest, grossest thing you can do with your life. Just kidding. I'm not kidding. But
I've paid some women for less.
I think don't know. I guess I'll go with you just because you hit the same topic more than once. And then the first time you told the, I think it was the abandoning his family joke. It's a great area. But the first time you did it, it got like, I don't know, like what was that, like a B+ response? And then the second time you did it, since you already did it, it got like no response. So just for the diversifying a little, I'll give it to this guy.
I mean, you were as interchangeable as the names Brett and Brent.
I think where we kind of lost the crowd. They know who to vote for.
But no, seriously, yeah, reality casting, that is the shittiest job when you're like, yeah, she's 600 pounds, but she doesn't have enough charisma to be on camera. Like, that's literally what your job is, right? Yeah. Like, find me a sexier teen mom. Like,
there's no union for two-headed children. Pay them whatever.
Stay away from those. I don't like them. I'll do like Shark Tank. I'm doing an NFL show right now.
Oh, okay.
I agree with shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, real good guy doing stuff with the NFL. Very, very cool.
So you work for Shark Tank? Well, you know, after seeing you tonight, there's one thing I'd say about your comedy career. I'm out.
Very on brand, yes. Anything else, Jeff?
Oh. Brett, that was a good comeback. My favorite joke of that battle was with your comeback when you said, yeah, I'm 50 in comedy. It's something you won't have to worry about. I thought you were in the moment. You were listening. You had a couple good jokes. I think you eked this one out. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, audience, let's get with it, all right?
Brett, I think you should cast yourself. I think you should cast yourself in a reality show and get the fuck out of comedy.
I'm starting to feel judgy.
That joke was great, by the way.
You're judging. You're supposed to feel.
I feel judgy.
This is the one time you're allowed to unleash your inner judgmental.
I feel judgy.
Judgmental, yeah.
You feel bad now?
A little.
You're upset that what?
I don't know. Just saying, I feel judgy.
All right. Let the audience decide.
Oh man, yeah, audience, you still here? Let's vote. Do you like Brent Duncan? That 50,000 step stroke was good. Brent Erickson. Still winning, not losing. Brent Erickson! Hug each other.
What else, man? You guys know this guy a little bit better than me. So
I just know him through his battles. I love watching you battle.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. I enjoy doing it.
I love it because you have, I feel like you have 2 or 3 battles where you came up after just a dog shit night of battles. And you changed the whole energy in the room by coming up there and saying, I'm about to change the whole energy in the room. You're not afraid to predict that you're about to kill it. I love that.
Yeah, well, it is a roast battle. I love doing it. It's fun. It's a vibe in there that is really interesting to me because I come from an old school comedy background to it. Like, to me, roast battle is more about like the Friars Club roasts, right? What I've learned from doing roast battle is it's that with rap battles mixed in. Yeah. And I have no background on that. So like I am not like I don't have that
white guy, Peoria, Illinois, really?
Hard to believe, right? But I don't have that energy or like that 8 Mile fucking face-to-face thing. I had to learn that. Vibe,
but you do.
That vibe is new to me. Yeah. So that whole thing of I'm gonna change the fucking vibe in here, that's all bluff bullshit. I'm terrified inside while that is being said. So
you can't tell.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, stand next to him. You can so, he comes up so cool, but I just know Brent. He's just like, fucking, I don't know how this works.
There's sweat running down my back into the crack of my ass. But everything's fine. I hope my voice doesn't crack.
Yeah, man. You have a really like sound arguments to you, so there's really nothing really to poke at. Sometimes people here to contradict themselves, and it makes really good podcasts. But you,
you're really you're so bummed out.
Oh no, not that you're boring.
Get Brian Vokey back in here. He's all fucked up.
So, I think you have some interesting beliefs, but I don't know what they are. I don't know you well enough. You just carry yourself very nonchalant, like you maybe into drugs or something. Is there anything that you believe that a lot of people don't?
I actively do drugs.
Okay.
That's my hobby.
Oh.
I have. There's a part in my act where I say this, so I don't want to just rehash bits. But I am a vegan, almost a vegan, so that because I'm 50 and I do cocaine.
Oh.
So you can't, the joke is you have to make a choice. It's either cocaine or cheeseburgers. You know what I mean? You can't do both.
I say the same thing with I don't do any alcohol, but I'm in McDonald's daily, right?
See?
So I'm like, you got to make a choice,
You went
right?
the other way.
Yeah. I need the food.
I love doing drugs. I love drinking and doing drugs and the camaraderie. That's as real to me as fellowship on a Sunday morning at church. The Comedy Store is my church. Sacred Ground back in the back that's my fellowship. I love it. So I'm going to try to do it. This is the other thing too. I'm sure I'm an alcoholic, but the reason it's not I'm a high functioning alcoholic because I got drunk as shit here last night, was here till close, went home, had a couple more beers with Carrie Mitchell, and set my alarm for 9:30 to get up to do this podcast because that's how a high functioning alcoholic does it.
What's in that thermos?
This is coffee straight.
Oh, all right,
Black
then he's
coffee.
good. Yeah.
So
no, I don't. Saying, but it's like, yeah, you're an alcoholic, but it's like, yeah, but you're not a diabetic. It's like you are choosing certain things, right? I get that.
I make these choices, and with alcohol, I don't drink during the day. You know what I mean?
Unless you're day drinking.
Unless it's day drinking, and that's the plan. But in other words, I have made sure that the window stays open. Some people can abuse a drug so hard that the good times that window opened is closed now.
Moderation. Yeah.
You have to keep it open. So you have to know when to do it and when not to do it.
No, you're
when it's
responsible.
affecting your life and when it isn't.
It's like Coach. I 100% get it. The food and the drug thing.
It doesn't sound like you're an alcoholic then, to the sense where alcohol has created havoc in your life.
Right. I don't think I am either, but I do drink enough to be
okay.
I drink
you
at least a couple times a week.
Okay.
I'm drinking.
I gotta go.
You'd get the job if you applied.
That's right.
I gotta go back to the cocaine because I never heard somebody say I'm using cocaine. By choice. Mm-hmm. So when did you first hit the cocaine? Was it off your ex-wife's ass in the frat?
No, but it was in college.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, but mostly now it's mostly I do cocaine now so that I can drink better. Because when
I always hear that though, yeah.
When you're drinking, you'll be all sloppy and shitty, but you go into the bathroom and you do a bump, and it's like, oh, all right, a little focus is back in my life. Now I can keep drinking.
Yeah, it's like steroids in batting practice.
Yeah,
it's performing enhancing. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like putting a donut on the bat.
Exactly.
And you get up there to swing, and look at me go. So I mean,
add a couple inches of that.
I never ever do coke if I'm not drinking. It's not so I wouldn't take I wouldn't carry it around and I gotta do a fucking bump before I go on this podcast or before I go do something.
Yeah.
No. It's if I'm drinking, then I'm gonna do a bump just to make the drinking last longer and be more effective at it and not as sloppy. You see people all bumbly and fucking.
Yeah. How's your health?
I don't know. I guess I'm okay.
All right, our next battle. This guy I'm bringing to the stage.
I like that.
He used to write the blog for this show. We love him so much from the Bay Area. Make it loud for his Josh Waldron.
I love Josh. He's a sweetheart. He's such a nice kid, but it's easy to battle him because he looks like a douche.
Yeah.
So everyone wants to hate him.
Right.
So I even dressed I came in a t-shirt and a Dickies jacket and jeans. I wanted to look like Johnny Lunch Pail. And they would look at me and go, this is a working man who's, he's the backbone of America, salt of the earth. And this fucking douchebag over here, fuck him.
Thank you.
I love that they're cheering on their stylist tonight.
Lace fronts for everybody. All right. Josh Waldron, you're battling Brent Erickson. Why are you battling your stepfather?
He's really funny. He's a good friend, and I wanted to give him something else to hold in public besides a tiki torch.
Woo! I don't think this guy's lost. He's a bad motherfucker. He tours with Doug Stanhope. Make it loud for Brent Erickson.
And so he was kind of up against it. He's up against it in roast battle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
People want to hate him. He's a good kid. He's really nice.
Why do you think people want to hate him so much?
Because of the way he looks. He's a
Is this his facial expression?
Yeah, it's until you meet Josh, because Josh isn't a bad dude by any means, by the
he's
way.
a really, really good person.
Yeah,
He's a
he does
friend.
have that look, though.
I get that. All right. Saudi Prince, who do you like in this one?
You know, this battle looks like before and after child molestation. What's gonna happen? I'm really excited to see what the yoga instructor from Grand Theft Auto is gonna bring. And what kind of PTSD the Vietnam vet has, but let's see what they've got.
Spot on, Saudi Prince. Yoga instructor from, oh, that's great. All right. Fire Squad, who do you like in this one?
I mean, I gotta admit, I haven't seen this episode of Queer Eye yet, so I don't know.
It gets better. It gets better.
No, it looks fun. These look like the two types of people that finger you at Coachella and you regret it instantly. I think I
This
fucking...
looks like an assistant coach meets Coachella.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm fucking excited. I like both these guys. Yeah.
Me?
Black delegation, who do we like?
Josh, I fuck with you, man, but I can't go with the man bun. You know I gotta go with my man here, because he looked like a grizzled detective who...
Josh, what would it look like if it wasn't all bunned up?
It's pretty long. Someone said it was that I looked like last of the Homo Hicans.
That's Brett's first joke. You
There
can't
goes
do
my
that.
first joke.
That's
God damn
it,
it.
man.
It's up to you, man. Let your freak
Take it
flag
down, baby.
fly, bro. Roast battle.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
I'm not afraid to say I'm getting hard.
Right?
That is a good look.
I love that black people haven't been liberated yet, but his hair was.
You look like Anthony killed by AIDS is. Yates? Who's the guy from the Hot Chili Peppers?
we almost got
That's
it.
the one. Yeah.
I mean, you look good, dude. Shit.
Moses,
Yo.
no black comics? Zero? Okay. No, we here.
Yeah.
He asked me to
Y'all
come
get to
here.
judge now, yeah. Yeah.
He asked
Yeah.
us. That was the thought he put in.
Thank you. Had a black judge
We
every week.
always
I'm
judge.
not a black comic, but in spirit I am. I mean, I don't have a job.
You gotta be honest, there is a huge diversity of sad white people. Like, this sad white guy's way different than the last sad white guy, right? You racist?
We have a black comic coming up. She's much later in the show. She's way better than everybody here. All right, let's get to this. 1 round, 3 jokes. Who wants it first?
Josh first.
Yes! Are we ready? Let's roast!
Brett's girlfriend is a bartender at the Comedy Store, making her the only one of the two that gets paid to be here.
That's sad but true, goddammit. I think of Josh as the son I never wanted. And since his parents were already divorced when he was born, so do they.
Brett looks like he's got... I fucked it up. Brett looks like he's on permanent face swap with a deadbeat dad.
I've seen Josh's act. The Florida school shooting had fewer walkouts. Too soon for roast battle? Fuck off. Too soon. Eat a dick. Go home.
Brett doesn't follow me on Twitter, which is okay, because everyone he follows ends up missing.
Josh signed up for the Air Force, but he quit when he found out that wasn't the gay one.
Oh, get it! Get it! Keep it going. Brent Erickson, Josh Waldron. You get to be an audience. That was a lot of fun, Saudi Prince.
That was a lot of fun, my friend. That was some fucking oil well fire right there. You know, I was really impressed by Mulan mid-transition. I thought she had some nice jokes. But overall, I have to give it to Seth Meyers after Desert Storm. I think he eked out Steven Seagal's lesbian daughter.
Yo, Amin loved that. He loved that Mulan shit. You are a terrorist. Fire Squad, who do you like this one? Amin, you all right? He's a big fan of Mulan. He really appreciated that.
I thought it was more like couldn't tell a Jocahontas. Sorry.
He had one.
Yeah, it was so funny that you didn't feel as confident without the man bun, like it was the source of your powers or something. My precious man bun. Now they'll charge me regular price at the juice bar.
Oh, wait, you get discounts with a bun? All right.
Yeah, I thought, Brett had it with the last joke. I go with him, yeah.
Clay's home.
When you took your hair down, I was like, okay, Vega from Street Fighter. Let's get it. Let's go. And but then you started looking like the dude from Red Hot Chili Peppers. And like halfway through, you didn't have that same confidence. Like, you look like you would have ran down the street with covering your nipples. Like, but
you know those
but no,
videos.
you got him with that last one, so I gotta give it a break. Yeah.
Like if Anthony Kiedis lived under the bridge.
I don't want to land in it.
That's why you need white friends, because I would have never knew his name.
But you knew the video where he's covering his nipples, though, so it's...
He wasn't covering his nipples. He was running nipples out. I'm saying he would have covered his nipples.
This is a tricky one, Moses. Great battle between the off-duty cop and the off-duty homosexual.
Off-duty, that's...
Brett, have you really never lost before a battle?
I have never lost in a roast battle.
You know what?
I like how you define that.
Hey, Josh, when you had a little stutter step, it was still the first or second joke. You stopped it and you said, I fucked that up. You started again. Never let the audience sweat. You know the joke. Just start again. We won't even have noticed that you fucked it up. You kind of threw it away right there, right in the early, and that's when he started to go for it, you know. He started
You're the first person with that haircut to be self-aware.
Well done.
Michael, you should be a psychiatrist. I want to go to you. I want to go to you as my psychiatrist. It's the Jolly Black Giant. Look, it's a black IP.
Hey!
Let's get it started in here.
Oh, thank you, Fergie. All right, Amin,
I
who'd
did
you
a
like?
show with the black IP.
Amin is like, I asked for diversity, but not like this. You wish for more black comics on a monkey's paw. Like, no!
That sounds racist.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, that's... Yeah. That was a little
I was about
wild.
to say that.
Yeah. I think we're all like, wait, monkey's
I knew
paw.
what he meant, though, but
Yeah.
it's just like when people be like, that's the pot calling the kettle black, and then you just hit them with a pot because you don't know what that shit really means.
I was a little disturbed because most of the time you had your hand in your pocket the whole time. Like the whole time you had your
It's
hand
called
in
chillin'.
Is it? Is it? But
That's how he differentiate between chilling and working. Like, this motherfucker put his hand in his pocket. Off duty.
Off duty. Off duty.
I just thought he was beating off. But you did have the joke that killed him at the end, so I gotta give it to you.
Audience, who do you like? Do you like Josh Waldron? Do you like him? Very sexy. Brent Erickson. Never lost. Still there. Brent Erickson! Hug each other. Consensually. Consensual hugging.
There's propaganda out there, right? And then it seems like my man right here is against the propaganda. I got that, so we could be against the propaganda. But let's just make sure that we're listening to the other side. I don't know how much cocaine is going to be used in Los Angeles tonight. Maybe 30 pounds? The 4 ounces.
Depends on if I go out or not.
The 4 ounces that are being used responsibly and aren't destroying lives and hurting hearts are in this room. So, we gotta make sure we understand what's going on.
I'm not saying that. I mean, people use everything all the time, right? Even food. So I'm saying there are responsible drug users out there, and I've met a lot of them. And by the way, I'm not even a major drug user.
This is the only one I've ever met in my whole life.
Let me just also say, I've hit the curb a few times, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not always right down the middle of the road. Look at this guy's got his shit together. I've erred. You know,
so this is the
on the side of caution.
This is the element that Mr. Brett right here has. It's a sense of accountability and really grounded. Most drug users have no accountability. It's everybody else's fault. They cannot deal with their emotions, so they go to the drug to bug out. So he has a lot of accountability. He's not blaming anyone else. He's like, he didn't call his ex-wife the B word or anything like that. He's just like, hey, we just, blah, 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 blah.
But the guy stayed. So obviously, yeah, he's responsible.
He's
rational as fuck.
So he's responsible and accountable. Now, how many drug users are responsible and accountable?
I mean,
it's like
I think I was like my homie Tyson.
He's like my homie. So if you can maintain being responsible and accountable, it doesn't matter what the fuck you do. And I believe, and I truly believe in that. And I believe that's his message too. And I believe in that wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Wholeheartedly, I believe in that. Accountability is key. Responsibility is huge.
Anything to plug? Anything you want to tell people?
Let's see. I'm doing some road work with the amazing Brendan Walsh.
Hey.
In April, Brendan and I are going out and doing some shows up and down California. We're going to be at what's it called? The Blue Lagoon in Santa Cruz, and some other ones. I don't know. I'll find out. There'll be links on
website or socials.
Twitter is I Brett my pants. That's go on there. You can find everything. I'm on Facebook.
2 T's, 1 T.
2 T's.
There you go.
2 T's.
I Brett my pants with 2 T's.
Brett my pants.
Yeah.
We're gonna call this podcast. Sheesh, Pat, anything?
Battling Gene Whitney on May 8th. And at Pat Barker Comedy on social media. Get at me and tell me who you'd like to see me battle.
I like that. Keep doing that. Keep doing that.
Have you got anybody yet?
We haven't aired the episode yet. I hope people hit me up.
Yeah, let's get on there. I got nothing. I got tons of shit, but it ain't real until it's real.
Look for Roast Battle in July on television.
Possibly, right?
We'll give you a date later.
Yeah, look at that.
Verbalviolence.tv.